Hi guys. Let's get started. So today is October 8th, 2020. Today's going to be another beautiful sunny day, so please try to make it outside today. It's Thursday, which means it's almost Friday, which means we're almost at the end of the week. You guys are doing great. Keep it up. So we're doing riding with Miss Acton today. So I'm going to go over what we've been doing for the past 2 days. So Tuesday, our first day this week, we worked on producing a list of 3 things that are related to each other. And I'm going to show you some examples of what I mean by that. So we've got lizard, snake, and turtle, and they're all related to each other because they're a list of things that are animals. That's how they're connected to each other. 23, 61, and 5 are all numbers. That's how they're related to each other. And then tic-tac-toe, Jenga, and checkers are all types of games. That's how they're related to each other. So you all have been practicing for at least the past 2 days, and you're even going to do it a little bit today, practicing how to take a really boring word like animal, numbers, and games and make a list of a bunch of those different things, and it just makes your sentence more exciting. Then yesterday, you guys worked on this one up here at the top. I can't find a good spot for me. Right there looks good. I will produce a list of 3 colors I hate and put them into a sentence correctly. Now, I'm going to show you here in a minute in your Google Forms that you guys did yesterday for your writing classwork in your classwork tab, and this is Ms. Ramos, Miss Jess, and Miss Acton's classroom. And I didn't hardly have anybody really produce a sentence that was correct, that was written correctly, that had a list of 3 colors that they hated in it. And I think I didn't even ask you to do a sentence that you hate, the 3 colors that you hate. I think I just asked you to make a sentence about colors. So maybe that was a little too tricky trying to create your own sentence. Maybe I should have given you more guidance and said, okay, I need you to make a sentence about the 3 colors that you love. But regardless, I mean, I got answers like just blue. That is not 3 colors. That is not a sentence. So I'm going to show you some examples that some people put. I'm not going to share those people's names, but I'm going to show you some answers that I got. So yesterday's what you were going to be able to do, I felt like it was just too much. So today I wanted to use the same one because I looked at a lot of people's classworks. I even went into Miss Jess' classroom and Miss Ramos's classroom and looked at our classwork, and there was maybe 3 people out of all 3 classrooms. That's close to 70, 80 kids. There was maybe only 3 that did the entire assignment for writing in their classwork correctly. 3 guys. So that's not good. So I don't want to move on today. I want to keep working on what Miss Acton's been trying to teach you this week, because if I move on, more of you guys are just going to get lost, and we clearly need to practice this more. So I don't like this statement up here anymore. So we're going to cross that one out. We're going to try this one again today. I will produce a list of 3 words and put them into a sentence correctly. So we're not going to do colors. I'm going to make it a little bit more simple for you. That way you know that it doesn't just have to be colors that you can put in this list. It can be anything. And you guys have seen examples of this. So I think that this I will statement will be a little bit easier for people to grasp, and hopefully we'll see better sentences on your classwork and writing today. And also I have some interactive stuff for you to do. So here's a sentence. And this is actually the sentence Ms. Acton shared with you all yesterday about the 3 colors that I hate. So this is the exact same sentence. I hate the colors orange, brown, and gray. And you may have heard Miss Acton singing like the little tune, 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. So this followed the pattern perfectly. It's got a comma separating orange brown, because orange brown is a color. It's the color orange and brown mixed together, and I bet it is not a nice color. I bet it's gross looking. But I don't I haven't told you that I don't like orange brown. I've told you I don't like orange and I don't like brown. So I have to separate it with that comma right there. And then I have to separate brown and gray with a comma as well. But then the last word has an and before it. So comma, comma, and is kind of the pattern that we're following. And when I say 1, it's because 1 is the first thing, the first of the list of things that I had. So in this list in here, my list of things are orange, And that's my number 1. Wow, that G was really big. And then my number 2, my 2 is really big, is brown. And then my number 3 is gray. So when I say 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3, that's what I'm talking about. So 1 is the first thing I'm listing in my things that are related to each other, because it's a list of things that's in this sentence. 2 is the second word that I mention in my list, and 3 is the third thing that I mention in my list. And then when I say comma, I mean that you need to put that in there. And when I say comma, I mean that you need to put a comma in there. And when I say and, I want you to put an and in there, okay? So when I am reading this sentence and I need to know if I put all my commas and my ands in the same way, that's why I say 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. Because that's the order that it should be in. So whenever you look at your sentence, you find that list of the 3 things that you're talking about, the 3 things that are related to each other. And then you say to yourself, okay, 1, the first thing I mentioned, comma, 2, the second word in my list, comma, and, the word and, 3, the third thing in my list. All right, so Ms. Acton's got to erase all this. And as I'm erasing this, let's say our little thing again. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. Again, 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. It kind of reminds me of that. I see it on TikTok all the time. My nieces do it too. The dun, 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 dun. I can't do it with both hands because I'm holding on to my laptop right now. That's what it reminds me of. So could we do 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3? I tried. I don't think that's going to work though. So let's sing our little saying again, and I'm going to show you a little visual that might help you. So 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. So find that list of things in your sentence and then check to see if you've written it correctly by saying 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, so let's try it again. We need lettuce, tomatoes, and cheese for dinner. So immediately, here is my list of things. And this is number 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3. So now I need to check to make sure my comma's in the right spots and is my and in the right spot. And that's where I say my 1, comma, 2, comma, and, oh my gosh, eraser. I want the eraser. And that's where I say my 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. Say it again. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. Do it with me. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. 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 So now my pattern needs to be 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. So let's see if this sentence is right. 1, yes, comma, yes, 2, yes, comma, yes, and 3. Yes, everything's perfect in this sentence. So you're going to be practicing putting those things in order, noticing those commas, and throwing that and in the right spot that's supposed to be. And you need to be an expert at this when we are done. Let's try it again. Joseph can spell bubble, waffle, and paddle. So where is my list at? The list of things that are related to each other in the sentence. Yes, good job. Yes, it's bubble, waffle, and paddle. Bubble is the first one that is mentioned. Waffle is the second one that is mentioned, and paddle is the third one that is mentioned. So that means I need to make sure whenever I'm going through this that I put my commas and my ands in the right spot. How I figure that out is if I say 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. Say it with me. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. 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 I want you to be walking through your house today, going to take a bathroom break, going to the fridge to get you a drink, and I want you to be saying 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. So say it one more time with me. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. Let's see if this sentence is right. 1, my first thing in my list, comma, yes, 2, comma, and 3. This sentence is right. It did a good job. And then, just because you're a good writer and you've been practicing this, you can also check to see if your sentence has a punctuation or period at the end and a capital letter at the beginning, which the sentence does. So right now, I want us to go take a look at the writing that we did yesterday because I want you guys to see kind of where we made a few mistakes. So this was your writing lesson from yesterday, from Wednesday. And I'm not going to tell you whose this is. I picked one from every single one of our classrooms. But I want you to take a look at these answers. So this one says, which sentence is correct? And I also want to remind you that right here, this blue thing, if you click on this, it opens up a video where Miss Acton reads the question to you. So you don't have to say, Mom, can read this for me. Listen. Which sentence is correct? So you're going to be looking for those commas in the right spot and that and in the right spot. So you're going to be using that phrase that Miss Acton taught you in the video over and over. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. So use that to help you. Lester has a nickel, penny, dime. Lester has a nickel, penny, and dime. Lester has a nickel, penny, and dime. Lester has a nickel, penny, dime. So what that video is showing you is how to read those sentences in there. So now you're like, okay, so there's four different sentences, and they all said the same thing. So now I just have to pick which one is correct. And the way I know it is correct is if it has 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. So now let's look. All right, so it looks like nickel, penny, and dime are definitely the list that I have there. So I've got 1, comma, 2, comma, and. Is there an and in this sentence? No, sirree, there is not. So this one is definitely not it. Let's look at the next one. There's our list of things. Starts with nickel. 1, comma. Is there a comma right there? No. So you're saying Lester has a nickel penny. Is there such thing as a nickel penny? No. There's such thing as a nickel. There's such thing as a penny. There's not a nickel penny. So that's definitely not right. All right, let's take a look at this next one, and kind of gives you a hint already what the right answer is, but we still want to look through these. For my friends that did not get it right, Lester has a nickel, comma, penny, comma, and dime. So let's see. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. That one did it right. It has all the commas in the right spot in the and. Let's look at the last one just to be sure. All right, so there's our list right there. Lester has a nickel, penny, dime. It already sounds weird. Lester has a nickel, penny, dime. You definitely wouldn't write a sentence like that, but let's check it and see. 1, comma, no comma, 2, supposed to be a comma right there, and there's supposed to be an and right there, dime. So that one's definitely not it. So it's definitely this one. All right, take a look at this next one. Is this sentence written correctly? So you should take a look at the sentence. Simone draws a dog, hat, ball on her paper. And if you click on this link right here, guess what it shows you? A video of Miss Acton reading the sentence to you and reading all of the answers. And the answers are either just yes or no. Is the sentence written correctly? Yes or no? Is this sentence written correctly? The sentence down here, is it right? Is it correct? Simone draws a dog, hat, ball on her paper. Simone draws a dog, hat, ball on her paper. I read it twice for you. Yes, the sentence is correct. It's perfect. Or no, the sentence is not correct. It's missing something. So your choices are either yes or no. It's either missing something or it's not. So it says Simone draws a dog, hat, ball. Oh, so dog, hat, and ball right there are definitely right there, my list of things. So that's where I need to be paying attention. So let's see. We've got 1, comma, 2, comma, and. Is there an and in that? No, they're supposed to be right there. There needs to be an and. Ooh, that was written very sloppy. And ball. So really the sentence should say Simone draws a dog, hat, and ball on her paper. So it looks like maybe she's drawing a picture of like her playing ball with her dog outside in the yard and it's sunny, so she needs a hat maybe. But regardless, if there's a list of things in a sentence, it has to be written a certain way, and this one is not. It's missing that and. So the answer is no. That sentence is not written correctly. I'm gonna erase this stuff here. Do 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 do. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. Same sentence. Look at this. It says, what is wrong with this sentence? It is missing something. So up at the top, up here, you said no. This sentence is wrong. What is wrong with it is what it wants to know down here. So is there a comma missing? 1, comma, 2, comma, and no, there's definitely all the commas in there. Whenever I do my saying, I have a comma where I'm supposed to. There is an and missing. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. There's not an and right there, so that could be my answer. But let's check the last two. Simone needs to be capitalized. Now, I had a ton of people say that this S is not capitalized. But I want you to remember when you draw an I, your I is as big as these small numbers, these lowercase numbers, but that dot goes a little bit higher up to be as tall as a T or an L in your alphabet. And that S reaches the top of that. And do you see how much bigger it is than this M, this O, this N, and this E? How much taller it is. So that is a capital S right there. So please, please, please make sure you're paying attention to those letters. Because a lot of people pick that, and I think it's because they thought it was a lowercase s, but it is not. So Simone draws a dog, hat, ball on her paper. We know that it's missing an and right there. We know that there's not any commas missing, which is what this person picked. There's no commas missing, and if you would have done your 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3 saying, then you would have figured that out. There's no period at the end. Yes, there is. It's right there, homie. Right there. Yeah. Simone needs to be capitalized. We already said that one wasn't it, so definitely our and is missing. This sentence is wrong. So I don't even tell you, is it wrong or not? I tell you, it's wrong. The sentence is not right. Type it on the short answer line and fix all the mistakes. So here's your short answer line right here. So you're supposed to click on that right here and then type your answer. So this person typed a sentence about Simone up here, which is a completely different question. I want you to type this sentence. And then down here, I gave you the correct answer. So you should have typed, my dog can sit, bark, and roll over. You should have typed that down here in the bottom. But then you should have added your commas and your and where it's supposed to go if they're not already in there. So first, let's take a look and see if we can find our list of things. So my dog can sit, bark. Oh, it's those. So 3 tricks that this person's dog can do. And this is the first one, this is the second one, and this one is the third one. Now we need to figure out what we're missing, and we do that with our saying. 1, comma, is there a comma right here? 2, comma, still missing a comma, and 3. So it looks like we are missing commas in this sentence. So when I go down here to this box where I'm typing in my short answer, I'm going to type, my dog can sit, bark, and roll over just like is written right here. Just like it's written right there. But then I'm going to add my comma after the first one. So 1, comma, 2, add another comma, and 3. To make the sentence correct, a period at the end, because that's what all sentences should have, punctuation at the end, and a capital letter at the beginning. And then this one wanted you to create a sentence. So this one made me laugh because I figured out how there are so many people that are not listening to the directions. And even if you're looking at this, you're like, I can't read any of these words in these directions. That is not an excuse because Miss Acton has a video where I'm reading the question to you. Can you tell I'm a little upset about it? I put in a lot of extra work in these videos. I don't have to do them. I do them to help you all. Use them. There should be no reason why you all shouldn't have created a sentence. This person just wrote a list of 3
Produce
words.
your own sentence with 3
Produce your own
colors. So
sentence
you're going to
about
make your
3
own
colors.
sentence with 3 colors. You can use the sentence we use at the end of the video. You can use
At the
3
end of the
colors that you
video, Miss
hate,
Acton
3
showed you
colors
the
that you
sentence,
love,
I
3
hate
colors
the
that you
colors.
like to use
You could
as
change it to,
markers, 3
I
colors
love the
you
colors.
have in your bedroom, 3 colors
I
that
gave
your
you ideas. I
favorite
said you can talk
animal
about the
is.
colors in your
Whatever you want
bedrooms.
to
You can
do
talk
is your
about the colors
sentence,
that your
but you're going to
favorite
find
animal
3
is. You can
colors.
talk about the colors in
Use
your
the list
house.
of
You can talk about the
colors to help
colors of your
you.
favorite
This list
markers
down
that you
here
like
gives
to
you
use.
colors. You can have an idea and
And
so
then
you
I
can
gave
spell
you
them
a
correctly.
chart with
Make
all the
sure to use your
colors, so you don't even
commas
have to
and the
worry about
word
figuring out what color
and.
matches the
So you're going to
color
pick out 3
and how
colors.
to
You're going to put
spell
them
the
in a
word. I
sentence,
did
separate them with
everything in
those
there for you. All you had to
commas,
do was
and
produce a
then using
sentence.
that pattern.
That's all you had to do. And this person wrote red, black, blue. That is not a sentence. There's not even a capital letter at the beginning. And this is a list of things, a list of 3 colors. And they didn't even list them in the right way. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. And this isn't just a problem that I saw in this one. Blue. This person's answer was blue. What? Blue is not a sentence. And blue is not 3 colors. It's 1. And even if you're trying to make this a sentence, the B in the beginning of blue should be capitalized, and there should be a period at the end. At least give me those. Produce your own sentence about 3 colors. I cannot give you directions more clearly. I don't understand, guys, and I hope you understand why I'm upset because it was so easy. I videotaped me going through the directions. I read this to you. I gave you types of sentences that you could do. I gave you all of the colors that you could possibly think of to put in here. All you had to do is grab 3, even if you just made up a sentence. I'm lazy. I just want to pick the 3 smallest ones. Red's got 3 letters, blue's got 4, and pink's got 4. I'm picking those 3 because I don't want to type a lot. I don't care. As long as you give me a sentence that is correct with 3 colors, that's all I wanted. And I couldn't even get people giving me that. That's craziness, guys. Let's take a look at some more. I mean, this person said, I'm assuming they're trying to say my bed. My bed is black. I asked for 3 colors. There was 1 in there. I asked for a sentence that is written correctly. The beginning of the sentence is not capitalized, and the end doesn't have punctuation, guys. This is a serious problem because Miss Acton has been teaching you guys this stuff. Miss Ramos has been teaching you guys this stuff, and Miss Just has been teaching you guys this stuff, and you're not showing it in your work. Red. What does that even mean? Is red your favorite color? Is red you hate red? Is red the color of your room? Is red the name of your dog? What is this? And you have no excuse because right here you click on this. There's a video where I'm telling you what to do, guys. Wake up. Use what's in here. Follow the instructions and do this stuff right because your teachers are looking at this. And right now we're starting to get worried because so many people are really dropping the ball on this stuff. I mean, you think that maybe it's just 1 or 2? Rab? What is that? That's not even a color. I'm assuming you were trying to do red. Try harder. Look at the keys. You guys have all day to get this done. If you were sitting here like, I just can't find the E, I don't care. Look harder. Come on, guys. This is a serious problem. You've got to take this seriously. Don't just finish these forms because you want to just get them done. That's not how it works. Okay, so look, there are a few people that did a good job, but there's still some things that they could fix in here. So she's talking about colors that she likes. I'm assuming it's a girl because the first color is pink, but I didn't see the name who this is, and it doesn't matter. I like pink, purple, and blue. So I hear a sentence. Yes. Guess what? I asked for 3 colors. There are 3 colors in here: pink, purple, and blue. Guess what? I see a comma. Guess what? I see a period at the end. There's some good stuff going on in here, but it's still not perfect, guys. And you are in second grade. I need a capital letter at the beginning. And then when you follow the pattern, 1, comma, 2, comma, I need another comma in there, and 3. The end of it's great and the beginning of it's great, but you got to make sure that you follow that pattern. All right, so Miss Acton's done showing you guys this stuff because it's getting me more and more upset, and I don't want to get upset on you guys, but I want you all to understand that, guys, time is ticking, and we may not come back into the classroom for a long time. So this is where you're learning. So if you're not taking this seriously, when we finally do come back into class and Miss Acton says, all right, guys, I want you to start writing, and I see some of the stuff that I'm seeing in these classworks, it's not going to be good. And there's no way that I have enough time to get you ready for third grade. Right now, you need to be getting yourself ready for third grade. Let's do this, guys. Take this seriously. So, Miss Acton's taking you to the Jamboard that she did on her video. Miss Acton's class actually got a chance to do this yesterday. So this is hers, and I blocked out the kiddos' names in here so you can't see who they are. But this is after Miss Acton taught the lesson live. So I actually let kiddos share their ideas. I taught it to them live, was able to stop and let them think about stuff. It wasn't a recorded lesson. And this is still what I got. Here's Miss Acton's right here. And here's my list of colors: orange, brown, and gray. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. Good job, Miss Acton. But I don't need to know this, guys. I know this. I've been doing this stuff for 30 years. You all are the ones that need practice with this. I mean, just take a minute and just look at these examples from kiddos in Miss Acton's classroom. I hope that you're seeing what I'm seeing, and it is hardly any commas at all. There's hardly any. I see some beginning of sentences that are not capitalized. Right here, right there. I see words, sentences that don't even have 3 colors in them. This one says that, I'm assuming they're trying to say colors that I hate: barf green and, well, you chose green, fantastic, and you were more detailed and said barf green, which adds some goofiness to your sentence, which Miss Acton loves. I appreciate that. But you only chose one word. And when you look down here at what you're supposed to be doing, you're supposed to pick 3 colors to go into this. I have some friend that did a really good job. I hate the colors gray, green, and blue. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3, but I need a period at the end of that sentence. Still not perfect. Capital letter at the beginning. Other than that, this one doesn't look too bad. This one has no commas at all. I hate brown and yellow and orange and black. Oh my gosh, way too many ands. I hate brown and yellow and orange and black. Way too many ands. So we need to take those out. We're going to leave the last one. We're going to say brown, comma, yellow, comma, orange, and black. And they chose 4 words or 4 colors. My directions only said 3. So let's take away this one. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. Now it looks better. Need a period at the end. Do you see how much work I'm having to do on this sentence, guys? And all of this stuff has been taught to you. Capitalizing the beginning of a sentence and putting a period at the end, that is first grade stuff. Following directions, that is kindergarten and first grade stuff. Pick 3 colors is the directions. Commas in a series, the 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. That is new learning. But I taught you how to do it. And if you got to this part and you didn't know what to do, go back and watch the video again. Don't move on. Because every time that you move on and you're not learning anything, you're wasting a day of your life. You're wasting that time to get yourself ready for third grade, ready for coming back into person. And all that means is that when we get back into person, Miss Acton's going to have to teach this stuff again. Miss Ramos is going to have to teach you all this stuff again. And Miss Just is going to have to teach you all this stuff again. And we don't have time for it. You have to learn it now. And even though this is different and you are learning from home, you are still learning and it is still school, and you need to take it just as seriously as if you were sitting at a desk in a classroom with work and Miss Acton is walking around seeing what you're doing, Miss Ramos is walking around seeing if you made any mistakes, and Miss Just is walking around seeing who did some good work and earns that recess time. You have to think that way, guys. And I promise once you start thinking that way, you're going to see work that looks a lot better. Let me open that up again. So now Miss Acton's going to show you some examples of stuff that's going to be in your classrooms. Miss Acton's going to actually put this into your Google form, and there's just another way that you can practice. So the link to this will be below in this Google form for you to try, because I want you to try this first and then try the next one again all on your own before you move on to actually answering questions in the Google form, okay? So this one has all kinds of different slides, and every single one of them has completely empty and it's not done for you to do. And all you're going to do is you're going to look in here and you're going to click right here on your name and you're going to type your name. So nobody's done this one yet, so nobody's claimed it. I'm not messing up anybody's work. I'm going to put Miss Acton. But let's say that I am Sophia and I open up this page. Open up this Google slide and I'm like, oh, I want to do a blank one. Oh, Miss Acton already claimed this one. What about the second one? Oh, nobody's claimed this one. So I'm going to make this one mine. I'm going to put my name in there. That way nobody takes it, and then I'm going to finish it. And then let's say that Rahaf gets in here. It's one of Miss Acton's girlfriends. It's in my classroom, one of my babies. And she says, oh, Miss Acton claimed this one. Oh, Sophia's working on that one. I don't want to take her work. Oh, this one doesn't have anybody on it. I'm going to do this one. And she puts her name in there. That way everyone knows, oh, this is Rahaf's. I'm going to leave this alone because this is her work. And there should be a slot, a spot for every single person in every single classroom. So Miss Acton made one for Miss Ramos's class, Miss Just class, and Miss Acton's class. So there should be a blank one for every single person. So I'm going to go to Miss Acton's. So we have these spaces, and notice that it's the first word, second word, and third word. 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. You see that? So there's a list of words up here, and there are 3 in each one, but they have to be related to each other. So you're not just going to grab, okay, Art, Acton, Fortnite. Art, Acton, and Fortnite are not related to each other. I mean, you could find a way that they're related, but they're not related in this task that you guys are doing in this Google slide. So don't put those together. But Acton, Just, and Ramos are all names of second grade teachers at Rutherford. So we've got 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. And then next you could do art, like art class, compassion, and what's the last one? Writing. No, writing is like a subject you do in your regular classroom. I'm talking about a special area. I'll give you a hint, Miss Page teaches it. Miss Acton's baby's crying again. I'll be back. She lost her passy, so I had to get her passy and give it back to her. So before I left, we were talking about art, compassion. So those are your special areas. There's one more. Miss Page teaches that. Good. Yes, STEM. So we got 1, comma, 2, comma, and 3. Good job. So you're going to go through and fix all of these, but make sure that you claim your own over here, okay? And then the last one that we're going to be doing is it has 2 separate ones on there, but Miss Acton's going to do a separate video for that one, okay?